So, how we actually generate an image in AI? So, um, let's talk about first the diffusion. Okay, so we're talking about two major phases here. First is the training, and model learns how to predict noise, and and the part two is the inference. This is the image generation. We generate new image from the noise. So, firstly, in the training, the goal is not to generate images. The goal is um, teach the model how to predict a noise or predict the noise that was added. So first, in the dataset, we collect the um, collect the datasets. Okay, example datasets like cat, dog, beach, car, house, tree. If using text conditioning like image and prompt, diba? I mean, so like cat prompt and image, dog prompt and image of the dog. So let's say, suppose we randomly choose like random image, we randomly choose the cat. So we encode in the latent space or like stable diffusion. So the modern diffusion models don't work directly on pixels. Instead, um, from the image we encoded and then the added tensor. Okay, so we want to get its vectors. So um, next is which is the random step. Like for example, the step is 673. Every iteration chooses random step. Sometimes 50, sometimes 100. This teaches the model to denoise images at every noise level. And then we generate the Gaussian noise. We create the tensor, and then we add noise. We add noise in the forward diffusion. By the way, the Gaussian noise is a lot of tensor there is small and few are large. And we add noise. We clean the image. We perform the Gaussian noise, and I mean, from the clean image, we add the noise of it like Gaussian noise, and until it's become noisy. And then we encode the prompt like a cat wearing sunglasses, and then we have the tokenizer that splits those things, and then we have the encoder to have text embeddings turned into the vectors. So now the model understands the meaning of the sentence. Next here, we fed everything into the model, the network, the noise image that we have, how many steps of it, and the embeddings. Okay, so and when we fed it, it predicted the noise. So we're predicting the noise of it. So notice the network does not output image or the cat that we added to the prompt, and it outputs the noise tensor, and then we compute the actual noise and perform the loss. We compare it the predicted noise from here into the output noise, and then um, backpropagated to compute gradients, and we have the optimizer to update weights, and we repeat it billions of times until this network or model is too great to predict the noise from the image. So it repeats a million of times and it becomes slightly better and better at predicting the noise from the image. And then eventually, like, this network is very good at predicting noise. And then the training is finished. Okay? We repeat it millions of times until this network become great at predicting the noise. And also the embeddings that are associated with the noise. So here in the diffusion model generation pipeline, okay, what we are doing is we use the user prompt, like so okay, in the in this validation or inference, training is over, weights are frozen, and no more learning will happen because the network unit is, let's say we satisfy of its validation accuracy is great, okay, and it's great for predicting the noise and associated text with that image. And then let's say a user write a prompts like a cute cat wearing sunglasses sitting on the beach, and then the tokenizer process it, splits those texts, so we could have this one text encoder turn into the vectors, and we will have the text embeddings, and we will start in the Gaussian noise for to be able our image to generate. So we will fed it to the unit or into the network, train network. We have trained. So we fed it the current noisy image, I mean the random noise, and then we have the time step of how many step we will have, and then the text embeddings, and later on I will discuss why we need how the time step, okay, and then the text embeddings, of course we need that, and then of course we have this train model unit that is trained to predict the noise and associated with the prompt. So, and then it predicts the noise, okay, and then we have the scheduler. So scheduler removes a small amount of noise. So the scheduler combines current image or current noise, predicted noise, and current time step, and to compute a slightly cleaner, and then after that we will have the slightly cleaner image. We repeat it until the time step becomes 0. Okay. We didn't want to have, like, we don't want just one time step, because we want it to gradual remove the noise rather than one step at a time, or just one step, because we will have the blur image, and like we don't want the desired result of it. So we repeat it until this process, repeat the process of removing the noise gradually until the final latent. So it repeats hundreds of times, like from 1000 to 199, until it becomes 0 every step. So after gradually, we will have the clear image and then generated image. We decode the image from the final latent to the coder, then to RGB image, and then we generated it. So one of the important insight here is that our network has exactly the same job in both cases. The noisy latent, time step, and text embeddings are interconnected to each other and to predict the noise tensor. So during training, the predicted noise is compared with the known ground truth noise. A loss is computed, and the network weights are updated through the backpropagation. And during the generation, there is no ground truth noise or stop in training. Instead, the scheduler uses predicted noise to produce a slightly cleaner latent, and then process repeats until the latent is clean enough to decode the final image. And that's it. That's how the modern image generation was built. So from the training, we predict. We train the network to predict the noise from the image gradually. And once there's a lot of step repeatedly doing that it predicted the noise that was added again and again until the network is too great to predict that the noise was added, and eventually we uses it to generate an image in the model generation pipeline. So to generate it, we use the user prompt, like the tokenizer, like that. And of course, this network is trained not only in the noise, predicting great noise in the image, but rather it is shaded with also the text or prompt during the training. That's why when we want to generate an image, the cat wearing the eyeglasses, then it will start in the random Gaussian noise, and then remove the and it will remove the random noise gradually, and it associated with also the embeddings, the prompt, until the image is clean, or we'll have the final image of it. And that's it. That's how we generate an image.